Dogs are famously easy to please. A warm bed, some tasty treats, a daily walk, and hourly human affection, at least, are all they need to be content. But what if you want to aim for more than just content? What if you want to have your dog be delighted, divine, and dancing for joy? Well, if you're looking for ways to please your pup, then this video is definitely for you. Tip number 1. Tricks. You might have heard the saying, you can't teach an old dog new tricks, but that's not the case at all. Your old dog might take a bit longer to learn tricks than when they were a puppy, but that doesn't mean that they won't enjoy having a go. Teaching your dog new tricks gives them important mental stimulation. In intelligence, your average pup's mental age is about the same as that of a 2 to 2.5-year-old human. Any parent of a toddler will tell you that those cute little gremlins can require a lot of entertainment, and your dog is just the same. Learning new things helps keep their mind occupied and strengthens the bonds between the two of you. But it's not just about keeping your fur baby happy. Regular training sessions can also help with their physical health. For older dogs, training can help keep their brains healthy and stave off age-related conditions such as dementia. Tip number 2. The road less taken. Walkies. Probably the most important word in any dog's vocabulary, after their name and treats. The moment they hear that word, your pup knows that they're in for a delightful adventure outside, full of interesting smells to sniff, new people to meet, and squirrels to bark at. But there's something that can make the experience even better for them. Your fur baby craves novelty. And although doing the same walking route every day will still give them some chance to see and smell new things, an even better way to ensure that you have a wonderful walk is to regularly change up your route. Going different ways will help keep things new and fresh for your fur baby, making them happier and healthier. Tip number 3. The right kind of people. A study from Kyoto University confirmed it. Dogs can tell when somebody is a good person. Scientists presented dogs with actors who played out little scenes where they were either nice or nasty to another human. The dogs were then given the opportunity to beg the humans for food. The vast majority of dogs snubbed the nasty humans and instead showed affection towards the nice ones. Dogs love it when you're a good person, which is an inspirational reason to try and do your good deeds for the day, if anything is. Tip number 4. Flower power. We all know that our dogs are fond of smells, but unfortunately for them, their tastes don't usually overlap with ours. You want your pup to be comfortable in your home, of course, but scenting your living room with odor roadkill or extract of dog pee just isn't going to happen. You have to live there too. But what if we told you that there are some scents that you and your pup can both enjoy? A 2022 study presented dogs with various scent samples to see which ones they gravitated towards. You might think that your average pup wouldn't favor any scent that a human would also like, but actually, the top 3 scents were lavender, mint, and rose, all 3 of which are also popular with humans. So, next time you're shopping for a new air freshener, why not try one of these smells to make the house smell as good to your dog as it does to you? Tip number 5. Good as new. Our dogs like to get new things as much as we do. Although you're unlikely to catch your puppy pining over the latest smartphone or begging you for a new fashionable or fur-shineable garment, you will find that one of the easiest recipes for a happy dog is to add one new toy. But new toys don't grow on trees, with the notable exception of sticks. You aren't made of money and your home doesn't have infinite space. You want to spoil your dog, but you don't want to bankrupt yourself in the process or end up with your house stacked to the ceiling with dog toys. What's a dog owner to do? Well, the thing to remember is that dogs identify things and people by scent a lot more than by sight. Unless you have a particularly rough dog, in which case the toy's appearance might change from normal to shredded in a matter of minutes. Simply pick up some of the toys that your dog isn't playing with as much anymore, wash them and shove them in a cupboard for a week or two. When you reintroduce them, they'll smell completely different, and your dog will assume that they are a brand new toy. Best of all, while they're concentrating on playing with the new arrival, you can take away one of the other toys and start the cycle all over again. Tip number 6. Nuts to you. It's one of the most famous dog treats out there, especially when it comes to stuffing puzzle feeders. Peanut butter is incredibly popular with our furry friends, but you might be wondering why on earth that could be. Your dog isn't a squirrel. Nuts wouldn't form a large part of a wild wolf's diet, so why is your fur baby so nutty about them? Well, the answer is simple. It's the same reason why we humans go crazy for things like chocolate and pizza, even though such luxuries would have been completely alien to our caveman ancestors. Dogs crave sugar and fat, and peanut butter has plenty of both. Crucially for our canine companions, however, nuts are also a source PF protein. As carnivores, dogs have evolved to crave protein more than anything else, so from their perspective, peanut butter is the ultimate treat. It does, however, come with a major safety warning. Some peanut butters contain a chemical called xylitol, which is also found in gum. Xylitol is completely safe for humans, but deadly poisonous to dogs. As a result, when considering letting your pal have a bit of peanut butter as a reward for being good, make sure you check the ingredients list first. Tip number 7. Ice to see you. Hot days can be difficult for anybody to deal with, but especially for our pooches. Unlike us, dogs don't sweat, and that thick layer of fur isn't going to help keep them cool, especially if they're a cold weather breed like a husky or a malamute. So what can you do to keep your fur baby from becoming a hot dog? Well, fortunately, there's one hot weather treat that our dogs love just as much as we do. Popsicles. Or should we say, popsicles. To make a frozen treat for your fur baby, simply put some delicious dog treats or chopped veggies. Dogs are often particularly fond of sweet potatoes and carrots in water and stick them in your freezer for a few hours. Your dog will get a real kick out of having to lick the ice to get at the tasty treats inside, and in the process, they'll cool down significantly. Tip number 8. Pop music. You might not think that your dog has any particular taste in music. Dogs don't typically hang around and listen when we're playing our favorite tunes after all. Surely music is an exclusively human thing. Your dog probably doesn't even realize that it's not just random noises. Although depending on your taste in music, other humans might also have trouble distinguishing your favorite songs from a bunch of random sounds. In fact, however, scientific studies suggest that our dogs are much more highbrow in their musical tastes than we give them credit for. In 2012, scientists tried playing different genres of music to dogs staying at a shelter to see how they reacted. The 3 genres chosen were pop, heavy metal, and classical. When played pop, the dogs didn't react much. When played heavy metal, on the other hand, they became agitated and started barking more. Non-heavy metal enjoyers with friends and family who are fans of the genre might find themselves empathizing with this. When played classical music, however, the dog's behavior shifted significantly. They became much calmer and showed fewer signs of distress. From this, it was concluded that most dogs prefer classical music. Essentially, your fur baby's lack of interest in your music might be less to do with ignorance and more to do with snobbery. Tip number 9. Laughter is the best medicine. Dogs don't laugh. If you have one that does, then we're sorry to have to tell you that you've probably adopted a hyena by mistake. This doesn't, however, mean that our furry friends don't have an equivalent way to show when they're feeling especially pleased. Dogs will show that they're enjoying a play or petting session by giving short, fast pants. In a 2005 study, young puppies and adult shelter dogs were played a recording of a dog laughing in this way. The puppies responded by becoming extra excited. They probably thought that they were going to get to play a game. The shelter dogs, on the other hand, became calm and happy. Presumably, hearing another dog being happy helped convince them that they were safe. Whatever the reason, the sound of other dogs being cheerful is apparently one of our pooch's favorite sounds. Tip number 10. Fun and flirting. If you have cats, then you're probably familiar with the concept of a feather wand. It's one of those fishing pole type things with a feather tied to the end of the string. As a predatory species, cats are instinctively attracted to small, fast movements, like the ones made by twirling a piece of string around. But a lot of people are unaware that dogs can also enjoy a feather wand, albeit one that's significantly scaled up. Your average pup will shred a toy made for a cat in a matter of seconds, but a flirt pole is a similar type of toy designed especially for our doggos. You can buy one, or you can make one yourself with a long pole, a length of rope, and some kind of toy to tie to the end of it. When you drag the string along the ground, your pup will have a world of fun chasing it. Just remember though, your dog isn't a cat. While Mittens might enjoy jumping to try and catch a toy that's been lifted off the ground, a dog who does the same thing can risk causing damage to their joints. Be sure to keep your string on the ground. Tip number 11. Toys of mutt destruction. Dogs love to shred stuff. It's annoying, but it's a fact. It makes more sense if you've ever seen footage of a dog or wolf hunting some small animal like a rabbit or bird. They'll often kill their prey by shaking it around in their mouths the same way they do with your toilet paper roll or homework. Paper is especially satisfying for our fur babies to do this with, because shredded paper can have a texture that is similar to feathers. A lot of dog breeds have been selectively bred to hunt birds. For example, the Spaniel, the Golden Retriever, and the Red Setter. For these dogs, you can help them satisfy their instincts without having to deal with feathers all over the rug by making your pup a destruction box. This is a cardboard box filled with shredded paper. Your dog can satisfy their instincts to destroy without you having to worry about them damaging anything important. Tip number 12. Bubble, bubble, time for trouble. A container of bubble mixture can make for a surprisingly cheap toy for your dog. Not to be clear, because they enjoy blowing bubbles. It's surprisingly difficult to operate a bubble wand with paws, or to blow properly when you don't have the ability to purse your lips. But chasing bubbles that you have blown is a great way for your pup to blow off steam. Like we said, dogs are naturally attracted to small, quick movements, and bubbles have the added benefit of popping when your dog tries to grab them, and, even better, of being shiny and reflective. What's not to love? Try it! Not only will they have a fun time playing catch the bubble, but you get to experience the nostalgia of playing with bubble mixture again, just like when you were a kid. Tip number 13. Running up that hill. It's a fact. Our dogs have more energy than us. Even the most athletic human will find it hard to keep up with all that canine vitality, and for most of us, it's not even worth trying. But there are ways that you can ensure that your fur baby is getting a proper workout without you having to exhaust yourself in the process. All you have to do is stand at the top of a slope, ideally not too steep, and throw a ball down it. Your dog will get to have all the benefits of a usual game of fetch, but with the added excitement of having the ball run away from them down the hill so that they have to chase after it. Maybe don't do this with your dog's favorite ball, in case it goes AWOL. Their muscles will get a good workout, and they'll find their day's exercise much more satisfying as a result. Tip number 14. Under the collar. Every dog loves a good scratch, but where exactly you scratch can turn an already pleased pooch into a rhapsody of doggy delight. Certain parts of your dog's body are harder for them to reach than others, and therefore your fur baby will be extra grateful to get some scratches there. You probably know that your pup likes being scratched behind their ears, on their butt, or around their shoulders, but one area that you might have neglected is under their collar. Dogs can't scratch their neck very easily, and they definitely can't lift their collar or take it off whenever they want. Thank God! What an inconvenience that would be. Fortunately, however, they have human friends with fingers that are perfectly designed to lift up that collar and give them a good scratch. Tip number 15. Undercover dog. What's that lump in your bed? Don't sit on it, it's your dog. Why do our dogs love hiding under our bed covers? Are they cold? Or are they worried about being spotted by the monster that lives in your closet? Neither. Your pup loves hiding under your bed covers for one simple reason. They have your scent. Your dog associates your scent with safety and security because you're their beloved human friend. Because you sleep in your bed every night, your mattress and duvet smell especially strongly of you. Being under your covers, therefore, means that your pup gets to be completely surrounded by your scent, making them feel utterly happy and contented. Tip 16. Fairy tales. Dogs are so fond of being read to, in fact, that there are even programs that pair children who have difficulty reading with dogs that they can read aloud to, so as to build their confidence. It doesn't matter much what you read to your dog. Most pups don't have any particular taste in books, but how you read is very important. Keep your voice calm and level while you're reading, and keep your focus on your dog. Your fur baby won't understand the content, but they will understand the relaxing sound of your voice, which will help them feel calm and happy. Our fur babies might love a lot of things, but that doesn't mean that there aren't also things that they don't like. If you want to find out why your pup probably doesn't enjoy being hugged as much as you think they do, check out this video.